Are you somebody who's tired of average? Average what? Well, average relationships, average income, average vacations. Maybe it's an average home. I know I was there once. If you're tired of living an average existence in all areas, watch this video today. I'm going to talk about how we can get away from being average. We weren't made for average, so how can we break out of this average existence? Watch this video, and I think you're going to find something that's really going to help you today.
My name is Kevin Yoder, mindset coach and creator of the Inner Game of Achievement. I help people improve their patterns of thought so that they can terminate those limiting beliefs, boost their confidence, and accomplish their most inspiring goals for life and business. So many people carry around an attitude of average. So many people have based their lifestyles not on what they want, but rather what is the average of the people they hang out with. Family, friends, what society says is possible, and a long time ago they gave up on what they truly wanted. There's a story about a dog that's howling on the front porch. He's just wailing, and this guy's going for a jog every single morning, and as he runs by this house, every single morning he looks at this dog and is just wailing on the porch, and he doesn't know what's up, but he keeps on running, and then he does it again the next day and the next day. So a couple weeks go by, and the owner of the house is finally out on the porch, and he stops his jog and he looks at the owner and he says, "What's up with your dog? Every time I come by, your dog is just wailing away and crying. What's wrong with your dog?" And the guy reaches down and grabs his newspaper and looks up at him and says, "Oh, there's nothing wrong. He's just lying on a nail." And so the moral of this story is that the dog was lying on a nail this whole time. And yet, he didn't move from the nail. He was comfortable being on the nail. And he wasn't so uncomfortable. The pain wasn't enough to have him move off the nail. And so the question is are we living our lives like the dog lying on the nail? Is there not enough pleasure to move towards and not enough pain to push us off the nail? Those are the two drivers in the human experience. We're going to move towards something big and amazing, or we're going to move away from something that's extremely painful. And the problem is, if you're resting right in the middle, then that's where that average comes in. That's where that comfort zone comes in, and we end up settling. So instead of asking the question, which is, what's possible? The two questions, what's possible and what do I want? Most people just ask or look for what's attainable, right there in front of us, right there, right in front of us, without ever seeking further. And so if you're not up to something that is beyond what you think you can accomplish right now, if it's not outside of your current comfort level, if it's not causing growth in the process, it's time to shift the mindset from an attitude of average to an attitude of absolutely phenomenal. And unfortunately, there's a way to accomplish this. In my coaching program, we land on this thing called a C-type goal. There's an A goal and a B goal and a C-type goal. An A goal is something you already know how to do. You've done it before, and there's no excitement or exhilaration in it. And most people end up there. It's just basically, I'm gonna move the needle about 5% this year, or maybe 2%. A B-type goal is you kind of have things plotted out. You can figure it out if you just lay out a piece of paper and notepad and say, okay, I'm going to do this and do that and do this and do that. And again, there's no real exhilaration in that B-type goal. You kind of figured it out. You have all the answers lined up. Now the C-type goal, this is the one where things really begin to change. And we move you into a place of saying, what do I want? I don't have all the answers. That's not the point. The point is you don't have all the answers. And it's something that really stimulates your senses. Something that gets you out of bed far before your alarm clock goes off, and it would excite you every day to move towards it. A little bit scary, a lot of exhilaration, and the most important part of this type of a goal is it changes you in the process. You're a different person when you arrive. If you want to know more about how to set this type of a goal, click on the link below and grab a call with me, and I'll walk you through the process.